Everybody, this is Butt Sanchez, the only YouTuber that made you realize you never had a better time on YouTube until now. Last episode, we just got Ashley Graham, who I mentioned the voice actress for her also does the voice of Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob SquarePants, and I'm reminding you that so that way when you hear her voice, well, you can't unhear it. Once I found that out, I was like, wow, I never knew that. I don't know how I didn't know that. They sound exactly the same. Whatever. So Ashley, I remember specifically my brother got Ashley when I was watching him play this when he got the game on GameCube. It's like Ashley's basically an escort. They have to kind of take around, like not like a sexual one, but just somebody to walk around with. Oh, keep forgetting the button. Oh, that's the button to go to your map directly. I found that on accident. I kept going pressing start. Basically, they let her wait and follow me. She's really not that bad to have with you. Most of the time, you can have her just like wait in like a dumpster, and the monsters won't be able to really do much. Oh. Keep pressing the wrong freaking button. So if you just shoot this thing here, it should kill a lot of the guys there. Or at least some of them. There shouldn't be any monsters that come from behind, at least in this area in the game. Other areas in the game that might happen, so... Whoop, that was really pathetic. Kick this guy. Oh boy. I'm going to hold my flash grenades, as at the very end of this chapter, we're going to be fighting a very difficult area of the game. You can kill these things by shooting them in the stomach or anywhere in the body, but obviously in the head is where you want to hit them, as they'll be the weakest there, just in general. Whoop. There we go. Took a lot of hits to kill that thing. Oh, whatever. I really need to get rid of my grenades, but I'll be using a lot of them in the upcoming area of this chapter. I remember specifically I had a friend tell me he like called me and asked for help on the very end of this chapter because of like this stupid like sudden jump in difficulty. You have to kill about, it's not really on a timer, but you have to kill about like maybe, I don't know, 30 or 40 monsters, maybe 40 in professional mode before you can advance the thing. It's definitely a difficulty spike, but I kind of like the difficulty spikes in this game. And remember, if you're not playing a professional mode, the more you die, the easier that area will get.
What are you, boy?
Oh, I get the red 9 now, so that means I can sell my Punisher, which I got for free.
What are you buying?
Buy the red 9. So, if you remember the Punisher, I probably should, I guess I can compare here. So, that's a pretty massive increase, 0.7 damage more. The reload speed is a lot slower in the red 9. The capacity is a little bit worse, and the firing speed is slightly worse. So why in the world do you use this besides the firepower? Well, that's the main reason.
Ah, a choice of an avid gun collector. It's a nice gun, stranger.
The only downside of the red 9 is it takes up an additional column. So that's just how it is sometimes.
Thank you.
You'll want to stock with it too to reduce the recoil, but unfortunately I don't have the room for it. So I'm gonna get rid of my precious rifle ammo because I don't really need that at the moment. I don't really know if the stock makes a much big of difference in the Wii version of this game. I'm gonna have to unfortunately put this there just because I have to wait till I throw away some of my grenades. Usually I'd have more space or have this a little bit more organized, but the shotgun right there just takes up too much. Just gonna have to deal with it for now, but that's okay.
What are you, boy?
So now I can actually upgrade my handgun. This is the handgun I'll be using for the rest of the game. So 1.8. That's almost double of what the Punisher and the handgun is right there. Now the firing speed is the exact same. And capacity is the same, but the damage is quite a bit better, even though I can only shoot through one monster at a time. Maybe the Punisher would be useful in the... whatever you call it, the house area coming up, but I don't really know. So that's what it looks like without the stock when you combine it. It makes your handgun look kind of like a makeshift rifle.
Back any time.
It's just a really fun handgun to use. I think later it can hold about like 24 shots or something like that. It can hold quite a bit. There's always debate online whether to use the red 9 or the black tail. I've used the black tail once. It's better handling, takes up less inventory space, but it deals a lot less damage. It has more ammo and stuff, so I guess the idea is you shoot the monster in the knee and then like you suplex them, but at the point in the game where you get it, like the monsters are kind of like annoying enough that you don't really want to use your knife that much. Just because they usually come swinging at you with, like, whatever they have. So this is the village part again. Oh, God. Let's see if I can just kind of get this guy the business. I don't remember if there's, like, take that guy out of there just because it's going to be kind of annoying. Oh, I forgot what I was saying, but hopefully I can find like a garbage can or dumpster for Ashley to kind of sit in because this area gets kind of annoying. I don't think there's one there, but I don't really remember if there's like really anything to kind of get here. There's definitely no treasures in this area. I can just double check because I have all the treasures. I just have to not go that way, but go on the top right over there. So I could just kind of hightail it over there and probably be okay. But it never really hurts to kind of double check your surroundings just to find stuff, because all the boxes and stuff like kind of, you know, respawn, if you will. Get some pesetas, even though I have over 100,000. There might be a grenade in this like shelf over here. Oh, just several small items there or whatever. Sadly, you can't get an additional shotgun, so that's how it goes, I guess. So make sure I find the crow the correct way. We're going the wrong way, unfortunately. But I like having the red 9 more than the black tail, mainly because I find the damage you do with the handgun a lot better than... See, I'm probably gonna have to use a bunch of grenades here. Unfortunately, Ashley got the business handed to her. Well, and Ashley's pretty good at, like, dodging for the most part, except she might die here, unfortunately, so this is going to be rather annoying. In fact, she did die, so my game's actually over. This is actually kind of pathetic, but I'm kind of glad I showed this off just to show what happens if Ashley dies, so... Unfortunately, it does count as a death for Leon, so just how it goes, I guess. So I'm going to take this a little bit more slowly, I guess. Just make sure I kind of get over here, but... For the most part, I find, like, having, like, a gun, like a handgun, the red 9, dealing, like, a lot more damage than, like, you know, having, like, more handling is a lot better. Let me phrase it a little bit better. Having more firepower, in my opinion, is better than having a gun with more handling. Just because, you're gonna have, like, moments where you're just gonna have a very low amount of, ammo, so every bullet kind of counts at that point. Crap. Crap. There we go. Just gotta make sure I keep going over this way. I'm getting really rusty. I normally don't die when I play the game, but I haven't played this game in a long time. Nice. Basically, my opinion, using a gun with more firepower is better than a gun with better handling. Even though you can, like, stun the monsters if you hit them in the legs or whatever. But eventually you fight monsters that, like, kind of resist your attacks enough that it gets really annoying. Just going here. Really love the sound design in this game. I think the chief complaint with this game was it wasn't very scary for some reason, but... TMP, I don't really need that. All I'm going to do is sell it, so... No reason for that. So the game is not very scary compared to other entries in the Resident Evil series, but I still think the sound design and music is just excellent. Just really fits the attitude. Let's see if I can kind of get this person over here. Like I said, it looks like I have like a rifle now, so before I get anything, I'm gonna get that out of the way. Nice. Whenever you can, have the high ground, you should be okay. The one guy that kind of walked around without his head. Oh, wait a minute, I have to grab Ashley here.
Hey, what are you looking at?
I don't know where she went. There she goes. One guy without a head was most likely a... That guy got on the roof. deserves some money, I guess. I don't know where he went. That guy didn't have a head. Most likely turned into, like, one of those abominations, but... Oh, come on! There we go, got it. I could use my knife, but... Usually, sometimes I feel like when you use your knife when you have Ashley around, she just gets caught in them anyway, and when she gets caught in them, I think you have to go manually help her. Here's a dumpster.
Hide.
Go have her hide in there, then she's basically invulnerable. So I'm kind of glad the game put those in there. Otherwise, it'd be way too annoying having this. Sera and the third party. The whereabouts of Sera are still unknown. Most likely he's using an old secret passage taught to him by his grandfather who used to hunt in this region long ago. I'm pretty certain that he's hiding our property somewhere in the forest. If his grandfather was still alive, I would have used him to find Sera. But how did he find out about the egg injected in his body? And the fact that he was able to remove it before it hatched is concerning. Another factor that concerns me is that Sera escaped with our property just before the American agent arrived. I didn't believe that was just a coincidence. There has to be another player involved in this. In order to settle this whole situation, we have to capture Sera and wait for the effects of the drug to wear off before we inject him with another egg. Once this is done, whoever's behind all this will surface. Nobody shall interfere with our plans. This is... those who do shall suffer severe consequences. I should probably read, like, Osmond Sadler speaks. I don't really need to do that. Get on your knees, bitch. Like I said, like, you can use your knife like I normally do, but when their heads explode and they have those, like, abominations coming out of it, it's pretty risky to use your knife at that point, so... I guess that's another reason why I prefer to use the Red 9 over the Blacktail. But that's okay. Let's see, get these guys off the... Make sure you always reload. Whoa! And I don't remember, but I think if their eyes are red like that, then they're probably going to have the thing come out of their head right there. But I don't know if that's always for certain. Back up. I don't think you can actually, like, stammer these guys too, or stagger them is probably a better word than stammer. You're gonna have to just kind of do headshots here and there to make sure they die. Firepower is always better than handling, in my opinion. Eventually you get a shotgun that has, like, supreme handling with a wider shot radius than the current shotgun you have, which is a lot better at close range. I think you have to go to the left. Yeah, looks like go to the way of the merchant over there, so... Before I forget, I'm gonna disable these stupid bear traps here. Make sure I get all this crap out of the way here first. Precious ammo is always good to have. Love the music here. I don't know why I did that. I'll grab Ashley once, and make sure I get all the stupid bear traps out of here, because those are probably the most annoying. She'll just walk straight into them. And you want to hear her screaming, "Help, Leon, I'm stuck," then be my guest. But I don't like hearing that. Okay, so I gotta go over here. A lot of bear traps there. Make sure I just pick these off first. I like my laser reticle is going like straight through with that or something. Sometimes the game's cheesy and it'll put like a bear trap right at the base of a ladder. Just gotta check your surroundings, I guess. So luckily, you don't, and thankfully, you don't have to go back and like pick Ashley up. All you have to do is just whistle for her. Anywhere on that area, she'll come sauntering over. You still have to pick her or grab her when she's, you know, like has to like climb down because she doesn't know how to use ladders to climb down. She can climb up them, but not climb down for some reason. I don't really understand it. Let's look up her skirt, shall we? Alright. That wasn't too bad. Piggyback. If you remember, this door was barred from this side, and Leon said maybe I can get someone to... with an additional person, I can go unlock it from the other side.
I opened it, Leon.
Thank you, Ashley. I'd be lost without you.
Welcome. Got a selection of what are you selling?
Let's see what else we can do here. Get rid of our spinel. Amber ring.
You. I'll buy it at a high price.
I'm sure
What
you
are
will.
Buying?
I don't know you'd ever want to buy a rocket launcher here. I thought there was like a... I thought there was like a typewriter here, but maybe not. Once you cross this bridge, the difficulty spikes quite a bit.
Leon, I have some bad news.
I'd rather not hear it.
Well, I'm afraid I have to tell you anyway. We've lost contact with the chopper. Someone must have shot it down, though we can't determine who.
Great.
We're prepping another chopper for you. Meanwhile, I want you to head towards the extraction point.
Got it.
Well, that's too bad. The game must go on, though. Uh-oh.
What are we gonna do, Leon?
Hate to say it, but we're sandwiched, all right. Quick, in that cabin!
That's a reference to Resident Evil 1, where Jill Valentine, or whoever says... Well, whoever the guy is says, "You're almost a Jill sandwich."
Leon! Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
Oh, excuse me, Your Highness. Perhaps the young lady might want to introduce herself first before asking someone his name.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Well, never mind. It's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
Look!
Ashley, upstairs!
Okay, it's game time.
They changed that, president's daughter has ballistics of herself. I just want to show this off. It counts as a death, but if you shoot Luis like 5 times...
Are you trying to kill me?
I think you have to have the animation. If you shoot him 5 times...
Adios, Leon.
I just wanted to show off that death animation, because they actually did put that in there, and it's kind of a interesting one. It counts as a death, though, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Kind of a fun thing to show off, I guess, watching Leon get shot. If you noticed, Sarah was using a Red 9 as well, so... when in doubt, if you want to figure out which gun to use, the Red 9 is where it's at. Alright, so let's go kind of grab some stuff here. So it behooves you to kind of like push the crap out of the way, so that way it slows down some of the monsters a little bit. Oh, I have, this is kind of interesting. Let's leave that there for now, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just kind of randomly pressing buttons now, let's see. I felt like the remake of this house, they somehow made it harder or more challenging than in this game, so... something to do with those, like, extra monsters, these, like, bowl monsters that are, like, really annoying to hit. They don't really stagger very well. Just really annoying monsters. And, okay, cool, so now we can pick that up. Unfortunately, I just used my last green herb there, but whatever. So Luis will, he'll hand you, he will never hurt you. And he'll hand you, like, ammo as you need it, so not too bad. Behooves you to use your grenades in this area. Especially when you have all these monsters here trying to, like, do whatever they do best. Make sure there's nothing else coming the other way.
Who's this?
For the most part, Luis, don't really worry about him too much. Get my shotgun out here. Oh god. Gotta throw this. Oh, that was really bad. Just missed completely there. Oh god.
Leon, are you okay?
Oh boy. Alright, let's just increase my life, why don't we? Get my handgun back out.
Who's this? Leon, upstairs!
Heed his warning when he says that. Crap.
Leon, are you okay?
Make sure you knock the ladders down or you're gonna get swarmed pretty bad here. They made the house a little bit bigger in the remake, so you have to kind of like go around and like find like what room that monsters are coming in. Redo my shotgun here. Reload it, I should say, not redo it. Now's a good time to use these flash grenades.
Use this.
Imagine doing this area where like Ashley is like running around and getting hit the whole time. They probably thought during game testing like that was just not very fun at all to do such a thing. Now keep in mind, you do have to fight the monsters, so you have to let some come up here, but shouldn't be too bad, really. As long as you keep knocking the ladders down, shit's not really too bad. I don't know if the shotgun, like, works on Luis. There's a flash grenade there, just because why not? Also stuns all the other monsters around the surrounding area, so they're just useful to have. Of course, you don't know that when you first play the game, so you might sell your flash grenades thinking they're the most worthless of the three. They're also the cheapest. The game implies they're like the worst, but if they do that, this house is a lot harder than it should be. I feel like there should be like more coming in through the floor, but what do I know? Oh, that's it? I wonder if Luis killed one. I felt like maybe it's on a timer. I always thought you had to like kill like 40 of them.
Looks like they're backing off.
So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to get here's out, so I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Luis.
Luis is kind of enigmatic. And like that, we're almost done with chapter 2, actually, so We'll be doing the gondola and fighting the Big Cheese, or Mendez, in the next level, along with 2 other kind of mini-bosses, if you will. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.